I am here to talk about my journey back then and what I'm going to do now to get myself back in the shape that I would like to be in. My name is Glenisha. Welcome to my channel. Back in the end of 2020 through about the beginning of 2022, I got on a fitness journey and I was able to lose about 20 pounds, maybe 25, and build a significant amount of muscle and really get in the best shape of my life. Well, fast forward is 2025, and I have to say that all of the wonderful, significant gains that I made have been lost and then some. So not only did I gain the weight back that I lost, I also put more weight back on than I was when I started. So, that being said, I am here to talk about my journey back then and what I'm going to do now to get myself back in the shape that I would like to be in. So, let me just tell you a little bit about my story. Back in 2020, COVID had hit. I got a new job, and about 2 months into the new job, I realized that there was a person that I met in the past that worked with me on my team. And I said, "Oh, this is great." And she worked out. So she invited me to work out with her. Well, that snowballed into me working out, not just with her on Zoom, but also working out with her on with a personal trainer. So we committed to seeing the personal trainer about twice a week, really for about a year. I think we took off a month here and there, but for the most part, it was about a year. End of 2020, I'm at a pretty low place in my life. Physically, I wasn't in the best shape. But by the end of 2021, I was in the best shape of my life. Okay. I mean, just slim everywhere. Didn't even realize how slim I had gotten now that I'm looking back at pictures from the time where I had like slimmed down so much and built so much muscle. 2022, I was able to maintain, not a problem. I do have to say that my trainer, unfortunately, and God rest his soul, he is no longer with us, and that didn't really help my situation. But because we were so consistent, and he was amazing, and he had great prices, and I have nothing but great things to say about him. But unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and again, God rest his soul. So fast forward 2022, 2023, I started working a lot. I had an opportunity to make extra money and I was making a lot of extra money, but I was working a lot of extra hours. So, what happened when I was at work, I was moving around, which was great, but I started to get back into the habit of eating unhealthy. Now, let me just backtrack a little bit. During my journey, I was actually able to eat healthy. I had really changed my diet. I was more focused on um, higher protein, lower carbs, and just really, when I say lower carbs, I really mean just like limiting the sugar because that was where I was getting all my carbs from. So, really limiting the sugar intake. And yeah, so fast forward, all of that went out the window. I slowly went back into my old habits. And fast forward to 2025, I am 223 pounds as of today, but such is life. And that was from 175, I think. I had gotten as low as 175. So why am I here? Why am I sharing my journey? Why am I sharing my past, which is kind of embarrassing, and sharing my journey that I'm about to embark on once again? Well, I'm here because I'm hoping that this would help me remain committed, showing documenting my journey. Plus, I want to be able to look back on the day that I started the documentation and say, wow, look how far I've come. That's really the goal for me. But hoping that I can also inspire someone and also create a community because, to be honest, it's not just about weight loss. It really is about health, wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness, mobility. I am 41 years old. And I know for a fact that there are a lot of people out here my age that they're losing their ability to do certain things. They're losing their ability to, balance on one leg at 41 years old, whether it's because of pain or because of lack of mobility exercises or not eating right because of pain, whatever the case is, our bodies are changing at this age significantly. And at some point, it's only going to get faster and more intense, and it might not be able to turn around. I'm here because I want to share this experience, and I really hope that it helps someone in the long run. So, what are my daily action steps that I'm going to take to reach my fitness goals and continue this journey throughout my lifetime? I actually have the exact same action steps that I had back in 2020. I like literally came up with this one night. I was like, okay, I'm going to document my workouts. I'm sorry, I'm going to document my weight every week. I am going to document the action steps that I need to take, and I'm going to document where I want to be at a certain point. And that's exactly what I did back in 2020. And I did that for about 6 months. Hence why I'm here, because I want this to go beyond 6 months. I need this to go beyond 6 months. I need this to be done for the rest of my life. I don't want to have to track my weight for the rest of my life, but I do want to make sure that I am doing these daily action steps for the rest of my life, because God knows if I have to lose weight and gain weight and have to go back to losing it again, I don't know if I can. Maybe I could, but I'm tired. I'm tired. So, all of that being said, what are my daily action steps? So, I put together this lovely little graph, pen and paper, and I have my action steps. I have the days of the week that I will be weighing myself, which is going to be every Sunday starting today. I did not write down the weight, but I do have it in my phone. And this goes up until September. And as of September, I will be revising my plan based on where I stand. So, my daily action steps. Number one, it is going to be to get 30 minutes of high intense cardio per day. So this was something that really helped me before. I have a friend that's doing this right now. She has actually lost a lot of weight by making sure that she got her 30 minutes every day. So for me, it's 30 minutes of moderate to high intense cardio, whether it's on the stair climber, a brisk walk, whatever the case is. That's number one. Number two, 10,000 steps is the goal. I'm not going to revise that plan. If I get 8,000, I'll be happy, but 10,000, I'm going to keep it as the goal for me on a daily basis, 10,000 steps, because I feel like if I'm doing my stair climber or my 30 minutes of walking, it won't be too hard to get 10,000 steps in. And I need to actually walk more and get more steps in anyways. So there's that. Strength training. Strength training twice a week minimum, which I currently have a schedule that's Mondays and Thursdays. Drinking 120 ounces of water per day. Sounds like a lot. I did this before, it worked. Getting 8 hours of sleep every night. I personally believe, based on research, that 8 hours of sleep every night, good quality sleep, is very important for weight loss. And it's also important for many, many other things, such as healing the body at night, mental health, all of those things. Next on my list is eating a higher protein, lower sugar diet. I'm not even going to say carbs. I mean, ultimately, it really is the sugar. The sugar is the devil. But for me, the sugar is the devil. So I know that that is the one thing that I have to limit, because the thing is, the more sugar I eat, the more of a desire I have to eat it. So that's part of the daily action steps. I'm going to be speaking daily affirmations and journaling daily. And there's something I have to add: mobility work. Mobility work is really important, because we sit up like this every day, whether we're in our cars, we're at our desks, whatever the case is. And because of that, our body is, I don't want to say out of alignment. There's a way to explain what's happening to our bodies when we do that, but that's like, we need to be, it kind of like pulls things together when it needs to be like stretched out. So for me, mobility work is really important, and I have some options that I'm going to look into for mobility work. I plan to look at some YouTube videos and work with what is online and available to do like 10 to 15 minutes per day. of mobility exercises, stretches, planting my feet, whatever that may be. And I will be sharing that on my journey. All right. Before I end things, I just want to say, first of all, if you made it this far, thank you. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for watching this far. Other than that, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And this is something that I have to remind myself every single day. And I'm going to ask you if you want to follow my journey to subscribe and turn on notifications. And I have a question. Are you reclaiming your health as well? If so, share your story in the comments. Share where you are and where you're going and how much further you have to go.